Hello, hello, everybody. Here I am in all my weirdness. So, this is day 18. Yes, this is Friday, day 18, post-op from gastric sleeve. I will say that I had my pretty big meltdown yesterday. I did make a video of me yelling at the world about my distress, frustration, anger, food addiction, what have you. There were some expletive language used. There was some judgment in there. However, I don't believe that God wanted me to share that video with the world because it was going to take 3 hours to upload it, which it usually never takes that long. So I was like, you know what? This will just be in my private stash. Anyhow, so here's what's going on today. Well, first of all, I don't know if you guys have realized, but I'm starting to show a little more of my weird personality and my attitude and my ego a little bit on this channel. Those are all the things that make me fabulous. Anyhow, not to mention my sarcasm. So, in my last video, I think I told you guys about how the not nurse practitioner, the physician assistant for my surgeon had, when I saw her on Wednesday for the wound, for the incision that I have that opened back up, she said that since I expressed to her that I was having trouble getting my protein shakes down, just for no reason, just out of nowhere, I started having trouble with it. They're starting to make me nauseous, and they've never done that before. It's just hard for me to drink them. And I don't know if that's just because, it's a psychological thing, because I'm so tired of drinking them that my body's just rejecting them at this point. If it's just, physically it's too hard on my stomach now. I don't know. It's just odd that I've been drinking them all this time, and just within this past week, I've started having issues with them. So she said that, and I mentioned that I was looking forward to Monday, day 21, when I finally get to start my soft foods after 5 weeks. Yes, 5 weeks on liquids. So she says to me, this is what she said, that may not necessarily happen. Some people just have to take it slower than others. And I was like, bitch, you serious? That's really what I wanted to say to her. I have been waiting 5 weeks to have something else in my mouth. To chew something, to start food and living again, to start to feel somewhat normal. Even though my weight loss has slowed down since surgery, and I'm afraid that starting food, the soft food again, is going to cause it to slow down even more, even though I know I won't be eating that much at a time. I'm just ready to do it, because this 5 weeks of liquid is just insane. I need to do this for my sanity at this point. So when she said that, I was very upset. Now, my paperwork says on day 21, you start your soft food diet. When I saw my surgeon for my 1 week post-op, I mentioned that I was looking forward to day 21 for the soft food diet. And he had no issue with that. So I say that PA can take her protein shakes and shove it. Because, yeah, I'm day 21, I'm going to have some food. I may have a protein shake for breakfast and lunch, but when I get home at dinner time, I'm going to start trying food. Now, I am doing what was recommended by her, was just trying yogurt, cottage cheese, and what else did I get? Oh, yogurt, cottage cheese, and then scrambled eggs. She said just try like 1 ounce of that at a time. Okay, I can do that. Even if it's only 1 or 2 bites. I can do that. I just want food. So I can live with that. So yeah, this girl just got back from Walmart with her husband, who happens to agree that I need to do this for my sanity. Yeah, I do. So, I got me some little things of cottage cheese, small curd, low fat cottage cheese. I got me some of the Oikos 000 Greek yogurt. It was the least amount of sugar that I could find in any of the Greek yogurts. Like 6 grams of sugar for each one, fat-free and all that. You know, I was like, okay, this is just what it's going to have to be. I'm not going to be eating that much of it at a time anyway. So this is just what it's going to have to be. So I got 3 of those because I know I'm not going to be eating like a full container at a time. So that should last me for a little bit. And then, of course, I've got the scrambled eggs. Now, one thing that's going to be difficult for me is how do you make scrambled eggs without butter in the pan? This is where life changes come in. And it's going to be interesting just spraying the pan with some Pam cooking spray and seeing what happens. But I'm like, yeah, no butter. That's unsouthern. That's very unsouthern. I mean, that's like not, that's just un-Choctaw too. I mean, for y'all that don't know, I am Choctaw. My family predominantly comes from Alabama and Mississippi, on both sides of my family, and which is the Choctaw homelands. I am half English, and I am Choctaw. So, growing up in the South and growing up native, being mixed blood, I get a little bit of both environments. And I can remember when you would go pick up, like, at one time, my brother and his family had been in a really bad car accident, and they had to be on the Indian Commodities food program for a while because neither of he or his wife could work. And so my mom and I would go pick up their food for their family of 5. And let me tell you, not only did you get your big block of commodity cheese, and if y'all have never had commodity cheese, you've never lived. You've never lived your life if you've not had commodity cheese. That stuff is the jam. And then you get butter. And not just sticks of butter. We're talking like a couple pound package of butter. And several of them. So, now you want me to live without butter? All right. Now, I'm sure that the commodity program, the food programs have gotten much healthier since then. Because that was several years ago. But no butter. No sour cream. How am I supposed to eat a potato? Anybody tell me? I mean, I guess I'm not supposed to eat potatoes anyway, but they put it on the soft food list, but I'm going to try to stay away from them. But I mean, really, how do you eat a potato like that? For real? Yeah. So, anyway, forgive my random lecture there. Yeah, it's going to be interesting learning how to cook again. Luckily for Christmas, my husband was kind enough to get me an attachment for my KitchenAid mixer. And if you don't have the KitchenAid stand mixer, you are missing out. So he got me the attachment that will peel, core, and then make like zoodles and things like that. So when I get to a point where I can start having that kind of food again, I am going to try having, spaghetti when he has it. But in my case, I'm just going to use the zoodles. So, I do have some things prepared. And I'm ready to use them, but I know that will come in time. So, I'm ready to start the new stage. I feel like this liquid diet has gone on far too long. And I've been very depressed, very moody, no energy. I'm getting like maybe 350 calories a day compared to before surgery when I was getting 800 calories a day. So obviously I'm not feeling that great, and I just want a little something to pick me up. So anyhow, for those of you who have talked to me and have heard me complain because I wasn't going to get to start soft foods, don't you judge me. You are not living this. You have no idea what this experience is like. Keep your judgments and your opinions to yourself, because I'm going to have me some soft food. And if you don't like it, you can come at me, bro. That's what it comes down to. So, all right. So that is my update. And before I go, when I went Wednesday, because of my incision that reopened, they decided to put me on a course of antibiotics. I can't take Bactrim. I've had an allergic reaction to it. I can't take Cipro. My stomach can't handle it. So they put me on Augmentin, which I've had before, but it's been a long time since I've had it. And it's pretty strong. It's one of the stronger antibiotics, I believe. And when I talked to the pharmacist, I finally got to pick it up after my insurance fiasco. It took me like 3 days to get that fixed. But I finally picked it up today. And I'd already been warned by the PA that it's going to taste terrible. And I'm like, can't you just give me like the flavor drop, bubble gum, strawberry, orange, something? But no, as an adult, apparently you were meant to taste the bitterness of life. So it's going to taste bad. But I'm getting used to things tasting bad since I have to crush my pills anyway. So when I talked to the pharmacist about it, since I haven't taken it in a while, she was like, you need to make sure that you eat something before you take this. Can you see my conundrum? I explained to her, I just had weight loss surgery. I can't eat. So she just told me to have something liquid or a protein shake or something to coat my stomach. Otherwise, it's just going to like eat my stomach alive. And of course, expect diarrhea and all those things that happen when you take an antibiotic, which I've always had a sensitive stomach anyway when it comes to medication. So this is not going to be fun, y'all. And I'm glad that I have Zofran left, because I think I'm going to need it. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. It's going to be a fun weekend. So anyway, that's where we're at. It's my update. Hopefully my incision does not get infected, even though there is some kind of like pussy looking stuff in there. It's not like really red or hot to the touch or anything like that. I'm not running fever or whatever. So we're going to try out this antibiotic. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. And we'll go from there. I'm going to go back and get my incision check next Wednesday. And then, like I said, Monday, you better believe I'm going to have me some yogurt or cottage cheese or scrambled eggs for supper. Because I don't want to deal with being sick at work. So at least if I do it for supper and I get sick, I'm here for Anthony to take care of me. Because he's wonderful like that. Say hello.
Hey, everybody.
Can they see you?
Yeah, I'm in there.
Okay. He's so hot. He's my love. So, all right, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.